Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to week 7, the final week of our chakra series. So we have reached the 7th chakra, which is the crown, and it's of course located on the crown of the head, translated from Sanskrit as the 1,000-petaled lotus. So it's all about taking the attention away from ourselves and taking it into the universe and the world around us. So its gift really is a deeper connection to the universe and all the things. So when balanced, we're able to see the bigger picture of life. We're able to live in more wisdom, more peace, and more gratitude. And when unbalanced, we may have a preoccupation with materialistic things. We may live with a lack of certainty in faith and with faith of the universe and faith of other people. We may lack purpose or direction. We may experience greed. So yeah, these are all just things to think about. And with it being this idea, it's really hard to teach through a physical yoga practice. So a lot of the work is with breath and meditation and journaling and all of the kind of yoga off of the physical mat. So with that being said, we will do a little bit of breath work at the end of our practice today, but we are really going to just bring a playful practice for the crown of the head, which is of course associated with our headstand. So before we begin, a few things. Firstly, this isn't a practice to teach you how to headstand. This is a practice more designed to help you refine your headstand. We're going to work on the elements and that really kind of build the skill and technique and sequencing towards the headstand pose. So this is for those of you who already do have a proficient headstand. That being said, if you do not have a proficient headstand, you can still do this practice. You can substitute it for dolphin. However, if you are new to headstand, please do not fling yourself up at home. Please learn a headstand within with a qualified teacher to help you. So yeah, headstand is from a purely mechanical perspective a simple pose. I'm saying in inverted commas, but what I mean by that is with other poses, other peak poses, for example, such as a big back bend, you need to do a lot of strengthening and opening. Whereas headstand, a lot of the challenging aspect from it, from my personal experience and working with other people, is the fear element. It's the idea of getting upside down and defying gravity. So yeah. So that is kind of the most kind of challenging aspect for a lot of people, because you don't actually need as much core strength and things like that as we think. There is skill, of course, there is strength needed, there is openness needed, but a lot of it is from the mental mind-body connection. So yeah, let's crack on. Let's get into the practice. Let's start today lying on our back. So come to lie on your back. And just bring your feet to the floor, take the feet wide, let your knees knock together, let your arms rest next to your hips. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and just take a moment, close down your eyes. And with the eyes closed, let's take a deep breath in. And then open the mouth, exhale, let it go. And then seal the lips and just begin to breathe in and out nice and slowly. Begin to work with a breath that you want to guide you through the practice today. And just begin to enjoy this space. This space and time just for you to work on your mind, your body. And just know that anything that's waiting for you off of the mat can wait. This is your time just to be here right now. keeping the breath flowing, just extends the arms up over the head and then extends the legs to the bottom of the mat and just take a full body stretch, maybe point or flex the feet, just really kind of stretch and yawn if you need to. Lovely, and then from there, bend both knees, hug them into the chest, wrap your hands around the shins and just give yourself a little squeeze, an initial little rock from side to side. Lovely, and then from there, keep hold of the right shin, extend your left leg to the bottom of the mat, flex the foot, squeeze the right knee into the chest, just circle the ankle a few times going one way, and then just circle it going the other way. Lovely, and then from there, take your two peace fingers around your big toe, or take your hands behind the hamstring, back of the leg, and begin to extend your right leg up to the sky. Try to keep both shoulders drawing down and back, and just flex your right foot, begin to feel the initial stretch through the back of the right leg. Good, and just keep the breath slow and deep as you begin to prepare the body for your practice. Lovely, and then keep the legs as they are. Release your arms and reach them forwards in front of you. Begin to activate through your belly, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, just lift your left foot about an inch off the floor. So it's just hovering towards the mat. Good. And then from there, use your core muscles to inhale, lift the head and the shoulders off the mat. Reach the arms forwards, keep the feet nice and flexed, legs are nice and active. Take an inhale here. And then as you breathe out, just switch the legs. So send the right leg forwards, left leg back. Hold it for a moment. Keep lifting the head and the shoulders. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, release the head, release the right foot, and then hug that left knee into the chest. Give it a squeeze, and again, circle the left ankle a few times going one way. And then circle it going the other way. And then coming into your hamstring stretch, either big toe or grab behind the leg, extend that left leg to straight. And again, just think about inhaling, pressing the heel away, and then exhaling, drawing that left leg lightly towards the body. Lovely, and then from there, keep the legs as they are, reach the arms forwards. On an inhale, lift the right heel an inch from the mat. Use your core muscles as you exhale, lift the head and the shoulders up. Squeeze, 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 press the lower back down, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, switch the legs, right leg up, left leg down. Good, this time we're going to do that a few more times, so switch the legs again. And then switch the legs again, and just continue like this for a few times, really pressing the lower back down and just scissoring the legs. And just think about the breath here. Notice how the breath wants to be lost. See if you can keep it nice and slow and steady. And we're just going to go for 3 more each side. So switch the legs. And again. And switch. Good. 3 more. Switch the legs. And again, and then last time, switch the legs. Good, hold it wherever you are for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted, bring both legs up to the sky, hold it there, keep holding for 4, 3, 2, and then on 1, lower the head, hug the knees into the chest. And just give yourself a little rock from side to side. Really, really nice. And then from there, grab behind the hamstrings, cross the ankles, begin to rock and roll forwards and backwards, and then come all the way up and just step back into a tabletop position. So onto your hands and onto your knees. Good, and then once you get there, Just spread through the fingers, find a nice strong tabletop position, and go ahead and tuck your toes under. Press the heels towards the back of the mat. Take an inhale in table, and then look slightly forward. As you exhale, just press your bum towards the heels, so you're stretching through the backs of the feet but keeping the chest lifted. Lovely. And then as you breathe in, draw your shoulders forwards over your wrists, draw your hips forwards. And then exhale, bum to heel, stretch through the backs of the feet. Good, 2 more like that. Inhale, draw your shoulders forwards, try to warm up the backs of the wrists. Exhale, bum towards the heels. 1 more time, inhale, shoulders draw forwards. And then exhale, bring your bum to your heels. Nice, from there, come back to your tabletop. Bring your knees together, keep your toes tucked, and then extend your right toes to the back of the mat. Toes on the floor, press the right heel away from you. Use your right toes just to rock slightly forwards and backwards. So again, warming up through the ankles, the wrists, warming up through the back of that right leg. Maybe hearing some clicks like I usually do on my ankles. Really nice. And then find stillness, core draws in. Take an inhale, lift the right foot off the floor. Squeeze the bum cheek, point the right toe, and then look slightly forward, so you're slightly lifting your chin. Take an inhale, press the floor away. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows, lower your chin towards the floor, maybe halfway down. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift back up. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway. Inhale, straighten, lift back up. Last time, exhale, bend the elbows halfway. Really nice. Inhale, straighten, lift up. Keep your leg where it is. This time, take your left toes off to the left. Begin to rotate the right hip to the right, and then send the right arm to the sky, coming into this side plank variation. Once you're there, think tailbone forwards, reaching up through the right hand. And then maybe you want to reach your right arm over the ear for a little added stretch through the side body. Take a full inhale here. And then as you exhale, look towards your left thumb. Begin to draw your right knee all the way into the chest, as high and as wide as you can. And then step the right foot next to your left thumb. Right hand down, take your left toes to the back of the mat. You're in a low lunge. Draw your hips forwards, take an inhale, feel the stretch through the left hip flexor. And then as you exhale, send your hips back as you straighten the right leg and find your half split. Good, again, breath to movement. Inhale, bends the right knee, chest lifts, heart open. Exhale, find that half split as you fold. 1 more time, bend the knee, heart lifts, get into the hip flexor. And then exhale, straighten the leg as you fold. Good, soft shoulders, draw the right toes towards you, stay for an extra breath in. And a breath out. Really nice. On an inhale, bend the right knee, place the palms flat. And then exhale, lift the left knee, step back to your high plank position. Nice, strong, straight line here. Really press the floor away. So that's what we need in our headstand. We need that pressing down sensation to lift ourselves up. Take a full inhale at the top of your push-up. And then exhale, knees up or down, bend the elbows, lower yourself down to the belly. Untuck your toes, activate through your thighs. As you inhale, find your first cobra, elbows bent, shoulders soft. And then exhale to the knees, child's pose, bum to heels, let the forehead relax. Good, just take a full breath in. And a big let it go. Really nice. On your inhale, look forwards. Rise back to your tabletop position. Go ahead again and bring your knees together and tuck your toes under. This time extend the left toes to the back of the room. Press the heel away from you and then use your left toes to rock forwards and backwards. So again, just working into the back of the legs and the ankles. Nice, and then find stillness. Core draws in. Lift the left leg up, point the left toe. On an inhale, press through the hands, draw your shoulders apart. And then look forwards, exhale, bend the elbows, lower your chest halfway down. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift back up. Exhale, forward fold, down. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, bend it down, hold, hold, hold. Inhale, straighten and lift. Keep it there. This time, take your right toes to the right. Begin to rotate the left hip open, left arm to the sky, finds that side plank variation. Squeeze the bum, draw the hips and tailbone forwards. And then again, maybe the left arm reaches over the ear. Reach from the fingers to the toes. Take a full inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the left knee all the way towards the left armpit, high and wide, high and wide. And then look down, step the left foot next to the right thumb. Take your right toes to the back of the mat, find your low lunge. And adjust your stance as much as you need to. And then as you breathe in, pull the hips and the chest forwards. And as you breathe out, send the hips back, straighten the left leg, finds that half split. Again, like that, inhale, bend the knee, heart lifts. Exhale, straighten the leg, find your half split. One more time with the breath, bend into it, inhale. And then exhale, straighten the leg, half split, this time hold. Relax the body, the upper body, relax the shoulders, take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bend the left knee, plant the hands. Exhale, step back to high plank position, strong straight line. Again, press the floor away as much as you can. Try to define gravity. Take an inhale at the top of your push-up. And then exhale, lower yourself slowly down to the belly. Untuck your toes as you breathe in for your second round of cobra, elbows still bent. And then exhale to the knees, this time downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift your hips up and back. And then whatever movements you want to take here, take them. So this is our first kind of inversion pose here. So we're upside down. And you're really just kind of taking a moment here to feel how that feels. Notice the sensations. Beautiful. And then relax the ankles. Core draws in. Press the floor away. Take an inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, walk the feet all the way to the front of the mat. Feet hip distance apart, bend the knees, grab hold of opposite elbows. Find your ragdoll position, just swaying side to side. And then find stillness, relax the arms to the floor, tuck the chin to the chest. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, begin to roll all the way up through the spine, letting the head and the neck come last. And once you get to the top, just find mountain pose. Find a nice tall stance, close the eyes. And let's just take a full in-breath. And then exhale, let it go. Lovely, let the eyes flicker open. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky, reach up. As you exhale, take the right hands to the right thigh, side bend over to the right as you push your hips over to the left. Good, use your core muscles as you inhale, rise back up. And then exhale, left hand down, side bend to the left, hips draw open towards the right. Nice, use your core muscles, inhale, rise back up. And then as you exhale, circle the hands down around behind you, interlace the fingers. From there, inhale, draw the fists up, back, lift and open through the chest and the shoulders. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, begin to hinge from the hips as you forward fold, crown of the head towards the floor, let the fists fall over with gravity. Good, and again, just let gravity do the work for you in the upper body. Spread your toes, press firmly through the feet. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. And then inhale, lift the chin. Use your hands to pull them back behind you, stand all the way up, fingers still interlaced, little back bend at the peak. And then exhale, release, find your mountain pose. Hands next to your hips, and again, just a nice tall, proud stance. Good, let's add a little bit more flow now. So as we inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, hands down, head in. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step the left foot to the back of the mat, turn the back heel flat. Bend into the right knee, inhale, warrior one, rise all the way up. Think tailbone drawing forwards and down, reaching up through the arms. And then from there, bend your right elbow, bring the hands to the upper shoulder blades. And then take your left hand and just lightly press it on top of the right elbow to find that stretch through the tricep. Once you're there, think chin lifting slightly, so you're pressing the head into the arm, trying to really open through the throat and the front body. Just take an inhale, press through the feet, and an exhale. Nice, and then inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, begin to hinge from the hips, hands come to the thigh, the shin, or the floor for your extended pyramid. Once you're there, inhale, puff the chest forward, send the tailbone up and back. And then exhale, imagine your chin is going to come to your shin. Again, you're folding forward, you're inverting. And just breathe here. So slow, deep breaths into the hamstrings, inhaling. And exhaling. Nice. On your next breath in, look forwards halfway. Take your right hands to the big toe edge of the right foot. Turn your right toes in and walk your hands to the long edge of the mat, coming into your wide forward fold. From there, bring your palms flat to the floor, if not 2 blocks. On an inhale, send your tailbone back, your chest forwards. And then as you exhale, begin to draw the crown of the head towards the floor. Now, if your hands are easily on the floor, begin to walk your hands slightly backwards so the heels of your hands are in line with your heels of your feet. And what we're aiming for is to create a triangle. So the 2 hands are your base and the crown of the head will be the top of the triangle. And of course, if the head is on the floor, begin to just lift up onto your tippy toes. Notice how it feels to bring some of the weight into the head and the hands. Good, hold wherever you are. Lovely. If your heels are lifted, release the heels. Inhale, find a flat back, lengthen. Exhale, turn your right toes forwards, walk the hands around, find your runner's lunge. On an inhale, step back to high plank. And as you exhale, drop your knees, lower your bend your elbows, lower halfway down. So you're in a half chaturanga. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift back up. We're going to go for 2 more. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway. Inhale, straighten, lift up. Exhale, bend halfway. Inhale, straighten, lift up. This time, lift the knees, come to full high plank. And then exhale, knees up or down, lower yourself all the way down to the belly. Untuck your toes, inhale for cobra, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest. And then exhale, tuck the toes, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Really nice, just take a full breath in. And a big let it go. Nice. On your next inhale, look forwards. Exhale, walk, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to standing, circle the arms all the way up, palms press. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, send your prayer to the sky, look to the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, head in. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, left foot stays forwards, right foot steps back, turn the back heel flat, nearly. Inhale, warrior 1, rise up. If you've practiced with me for a while, you know I still don't know my left and rights. Tailbone draws forwards, arms are reaching. And then once you've got that strength in the lower body, bend the left elbow, the palm comes to the upper shoulder blades, right hand on top, and then just lightly draw the elbow down. Lift the chin as much as you can, press the head into the upper arm. Breathing in. Breathing out. Nice. On your next breath in, straighten the leg, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, pyramid pose, fold forwards, hands come to wherever the hands need to land. Left hip back, right hip slightly forwards. Once you're there, take another inhale as you lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold forwards, imagine the chin is going to come to the shin. And again, just breathe into that left hamstring. Inhale. And exhale. Nice, guys. On your next inhale, lengthen the spine. Take your left hand to the big toe edge of the foot. Turn your left toes in. Find your wide stance at the back of the mat. Again, hands flat to floor or blocks. Take an inhale, sends the bum back, chest forwards. And then exhale, fold forwards and down. Now again, you might stay in that simple kind of forward fold shape. You might find that triangle and you might come up again onto the tippy toes. So as you do that, you're transferring the weight into the head and the hands. You're lifting the tailbone high as you can and you're coming light onto the feet. Really just nice, strong, active core, nice engaged pelvic floor muscles. Okay, take one more breath in wherever you are. And then exhale, release the heels if they're flat, if they're lifted even. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, look to your left foot, walk your hands around, frame your left foot. Inhale, plank pose, step back. Exhale, drop the knees, bend the elbows halfway to that modified chaturanga. Inhale, straighten, lift up. Exhale, bends the elbows. Inhale, straighten, lift up. Last time, exhale, bends the elbows. Inhale, straighten, lift up. Lift the knees, full plank. Exhale, knees up or down, lower yourself to the tummy. Untuck the toes, inhale for cobra, engage the bum, lift the chest. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Really nice. Take a full inhale. Big sigh, let it go. And then look forwards. Drop the knees. Untuck your toes. Just sit yourself onto your heels for a moment. Just come into a kneeling position at the back of the mat. Good. Now interlace your fingers and then tuck your pinky finger inside so you don't squish it. Bring your fists forwards. We're not going into headstand just yet. We're going to come into dolphin first. So fists are down, pinkies tucked in so it's not squished. Elbows are kind of out to the sides. From there, bring your shoulders over your elbows. Tuck your toes under. Nice strong core. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, I want you to press the floor away as much as you can. Lift your knees, lift your hips. Come into dolphin. It doesn't matter if your knees are bent. All you're thinking about is pressing through that upper body and lifting your tailbone high. If you're comfortable here, you can walk your feet closer in. Maybe lift up onto the tippy toes so you're transferring more weight into the upper body. Good. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Relax the heels, drop the knees, come to sit onto the heels again. Good. Now, second round, either dolphin or now headstand. So same setup, pinky finger tucks under, you're interlacing the hands. Bring your fists forwards. Now this gap in your hands is where the head is going to go. So the crown of the head to the floor and the kind of thumbs are going to be at the base of the neck. Head comes down, not the base of the neck, base of the head. Tuck your toes under and then lift your hips up. So same thing as we just did. This time the head is on the floor. Now this, guys, is a headstand. You're just not lifting the feet. So you might stay here. I want you to think about getting the tailbone as high as you can. So you're bringing all the weight forwards into the upper body, pressing through the forearms and coming up onto the tippy toes. Now stay here, otherwise bend the right knee into the chest and then place it back down and then bend the left knee into the chest and then place it back down and then bend the right knee into the chest and then stay, otherwise this time transfer the weight even further forwards, bring both knees into the chest. Once you're there, steady yourself and you might stay here. Only if you're ready, you can extend the legs all the way to the sky, coming into your full headstand. You might be doing none of this. You might be in your half headstand. You might be in your dolphin. Wherever you are, I want you to stay and I want you to breathe for 4 slow, deep breaths. So controlled, slow breaths. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Just 2 more on your own. And please do not rush, but when you are ready, slowly with control, release your pose, knees come down. This time untuck the toes, child's pose. Maybe make a pillow with your fists, maybe take the hands behind you. And just let it all go. And just notice the sensations, notice how that felt for you, notice maybe the energy, maybe the frustration, maybe the comfort or the joy. Just notice how that experience was for you. And then slowly just roll up to your kneeling position. Give everything a shake if you need to. And then sit yourself over to one side. Find a comfortable cross-legged position. Sit comfortably, sit tall. Just let the hands rest onto the knees for a moment and just close down the eyes. Take a full breath in. And exhale, let it go. So we spoke about the crown chakra being hard to practice physically. It's about our connection to the universe, our trust in the universe. Maybe some of you are familiar with manifestation, and that's how you working with the universe. But to me, it's also about finding balance in the whole body, the mind-body connection, balancing the female energy, the masculine energy. So we're going to just end our practice together today by just doing a short breathing practice. So our alternative nostril breathing. So sitting up nice and tall, take your right hand out to the right. You can open your eyes and look at me if you need to. Take your two peace fingers and just place them down. So you've got your pinky finger, your ring finger and your thumb extended. Your pinky finger and your ring finger are going to be pincher 1 and your thumb is also going to be a pincher. So you're going to close the nostrils with these two fingers. Once you're comfortable there, just close down the eyes. Close off your right nostril with your right thumb. And then inhale through your left nostril. Close both nostrils. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Release both hands to the knees. Take a slow, deep breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. Let the breath soften. Notice how you feel. Notice your sense of energy, hopefully peace, calm. And just remember that you can always come back to this space. this space of peace and calm with the breath, with the body. Let's bring our hands together into prayer position. Finishing the practice with one final Om. As you breathe, just take an inhale to prepare. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale for Om. Feel and enjoy the vibrations, the sound of the universe, connecting us to all things. Thank yourself for showing up, and as always, thank you so much for showing up and sharing your time, energy, and practice with me. The light in me, as always, honors the light in you.